Happy Black History Month. For me, Black History is every day. But I do take advantage of going to a few museums. And today, I'm going to the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. And I'm here. So I am starting my tour. The last time I came, I started upstairs and I ran out of time. So this time I'm gonna start from the lower level and then work my way up. Good morning. Some may wonder why I visit a lot of African museums. Reason being, I'll never forget what our oppressors have done to us. And it also gives me strength in knowing how strong we are as a people, regardless of what our oppressors have put us through. So this is why I visit. There's a lot of reading involved, so I do advise that you take your time and walk through. It was a lot of people in the museum while I was walking through, and I went at 11 o'clock. I think I spent about 2 hours on the lower level. So just take the time you need so that you can read. I always learn something new every time I come to the museum because they could be brand new exhibits, that they're showing that I hadn't seen before. So just take the time that you need, don't rush your tour, and it'll be enjoyable. But I really enjoyed this museum. The trauma of transition. First, it was kidnapping, whether we were kidnapped or sold off. Then it was storing us, inspecting us, branding us, and transporting. No matter how many museums I visit around the world, it's still always, sometimes I just can't believe the things that my ancestors went through. We read about it, we see visuals, but to be in that situation is, to me, almost unreal. Just imagine, in today's world, when you're going out to purchase a car or you're going out to purchase a home and you're taking mortgages out and loans out. This really happened to human beings. And the human beings were the Black African Americans. And it's just almost like, people took loans out and financed us just to do what they needed us to do on their, farms, or just to keep us enslaved. And how it was just such a big business and how so much money was made off of us. Still today, it's still unimaginable. This was the money showcase. So they had different bills from U.S., different states, as well as bills from European countries as well. All aboard. So this was the train exhibit inside the museum. As many of you know, I love travel and I love getting on trains, especially. I love train rides, I love bus rides, and I love plane rides. And just going back and remembering times when we could not travel makes travel more special for me. So when I'm traveling, I always advise people to just stay calm, stay patient, because even though we're in a new world, I personally don't forget where we came from. So I appreciate travel. I appreciate my pilots, my stewardess, and the drivers, and everybody. I just appreciate safe rides all together. So I'm not the one that is going to really complain about the too small seats or this or that. I'm just happy that I've had safe flights, safe arrivals, safe departures, and when you remember where we came from, you will appreciate travel more.
While eating or drinking in designated spaces. All visitors must maintain at least 6 feet of distance between themselves and individuals.
The era of segregation. When I was in Dubai recently, I was speaking with an Indian man, and I was just talking about how America is like the most racist country in the world. And he corrected me. He said India was. I didn't know that, but of course, I never been to India either, so I had to take his word for it. But he said, he felt that America has come a long way because in India it's very segregated. Dr. Martin Luther King and the dream that changed the nation. Now I can remember as a child, MLK was one person, that was our main person in America that all children knew about. So besides being taught that black people were just slaves and the bottom of the barrel, MLK gave us a sense of motivation that we could dream and that we could believe and that we could execute what we want to do in life. We are an amazing people. I don't care what nobody says. And we should not lose that. I mean, the strength that we have, we can do anything. It's already been proven. As I stated before, this was my second time visiting the museum. And this time, I, just had a little bit more time to really just walk through, read, and just take it all in because I went alone. So this time, when I was walking through, I was just like, we were enslaved, we were sold, we were set free to a certain extent. And then it was almost like they found our strengths when it came to music, when it came to sports, just when it came to anything. And then they made money off of that, and I was just thinking about how currently there was an issue with the whole football NFL League and how, of course, racism played a part in someone not being offered a position that he knew that he was qualified for. I'm hearing musicians finally speak out on how, even as far as music, they're not receiving the same treatment or being paid the same amount or being, nominated to win certain awards. And it just, takes me back to, wow, just when you think we have come so far, how some people just want us to kind of stay stuck and how we just have to continue to keep pushing forward. So I'm just encouraging all my people to just keep pushing forward. There's always going to be obstacles out there, but I'm telling you, we came a long way and we have so much more to do. So we have so much more to see. We have many more places to go. We have many more people to reach. And I just wanted to encourage everyone to stay focused, believe in your dream, and do the daggone thing.
والله الله مرحبا وابو قنا مرحبا سيدي ميمونا مرحبا يا دوي حلي يا مرحبا العرامي من وابقنا ومرحبا والله الله مرحبا الله سيدي مرحبا والله الله مرحبا وابو قنا مرحبا سيدي ميمونا مرحبا يا دوي حلي يا مرحبا العرامي من وابقنا ومرحبا والله الله مرحبا Allah sidi merhaba.
There was a quote in one area of the museum where I couldn't record at, and it said, "Black people forgive over and over again just to survive." Now that's deep, y'all, right there. So we forgive just to survive. When will we receive our apology? There was a new exhibit that I wasn't able to see the last time I came because the situation hadn't occurred, I guess, yet. But make sure you check out the Trayvon Martin exhibit. I couldn't film there and or take pictures, in respect of the family. But it was very emotional. It really was. I think I shedded a few tears. And usually I don't be crying no more, but that made me shed a few tears. Don't forget to check out the Trayvon Martin exhibit. As I continue my tour and share more video and photos with you. I just also want to encourage you, just to encourage everyone to continue being great, be the best you can be, achieve your dreams. Don't just dream about it, achieve the dream. And keep loving on one another, because my dream is that one day we will have one love, because I believe love will heal everything. If we communicate better, if we treat one another better, just love on one another. During the pandemic, there was so much going on, and I've noticed how fear divided us. There's been friends and family I haven't seen since, when did the pandemic start? 2020? And we're in 2022, all because of fear, So it's like, okay, I can understand, some people feared things, but I believe also that was a time for us as a people to come together and love more. Everyone was going through a rough times. We could have been there for one another more, providing food, providing shelter, providing childcare for some people that had children, and just kind of bonding and working together. So I just challenge every one of you to just love on one another. Don't let fear take us out. While we're here living, we are the change, and we can do anything we set our minds upon. Stay great. Thanks for watching. I'm going to leave you with a couple more clips. Until next time, peace, YouTube. Because athletically, we were the best at many things. Just one day if I could be that way.